Walking through in thoughts. So recently I did a video called Don't Yuck My Yum. While doing that video, I did the slip of the tongue and reversed the words and said, don't yum my yuck. I don't actually know what that is called when you're doing that. If you blend two words together, it's a neologism. There are other phrases where, I think it's a malapropism, where you take two quotes and mix them together. So it's neither of those. Although, anyway, a friend said, hey, you know what? Why don't you talk about what happens if someone yums, is so invested in their fandom or their experience that they discourage you from yours. And that made me think of Toxic Fandom. And that's a good little topic to talk about. So, let's talk about it. Now, the normal concept, I'm sure you're aware of, because you lived in this world, is someone's a fan of something, and you don't know if you want to like it or not, and they express how much they enjoy it, that it actually makes you less inclined to do it. A good example actually is the expired food video, and that's my yuck, and I don't want to eat expired foods, but I've got friends who are like, do it. Yes, you're watching this video, I know. Anyway, maybe they're not like that. They're like that. But that's an example of yumming someone's yuck. And the more you try to encourage them to do something, the more you are then discouraging them from actually doing it and instilling their dislike. You're not actually converting them. But that's not the only example of toxic fandom. Just someone who's so engrossed or obsessed with something that they distract other people from it. But they can also, in let's say the case of YouTuber stuff, if they're so engrossed in it, they can actually distract or not distract, detract. Whoever's the content creator, they can say, hey, I really love your stuff, to the point of stalking the person. Or yes, I do have an example come to mind from a friend in college who is one of the few friends I know who has a restraining order against a music band from stalking them. I don't remember which band. This is back in the 90s. But it wasn't to the point that they actually got the band to, they convinced the band to stop giving music. But I can see that if someone is stalked to that extent as a creator of artistic stuff that people put out there, that they might be discouraged to take a step back. So that's another way. But the biggest way that toxic fandom occurs is, I think, through gatekeeping, which is its own other topic. And so I'm going to actually leave it as a cliffhanger, because I will talk about that at a later date. But it's a good thing to talk about. And those are my thoughts for today, as muddled as they are. Or garbled. Garbled's a good word for mixing up the phrasing of a sentence. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Have a good day.